Okay, folks, this is a nice one. Let's see if we can make this look good. Maybe a little bit challenging, I do think. I'm going to leave it on that. I'm going to lighten it right up. I do think I have to lighten it further because it's not totally, it's not flat on the glass, most of it. So we have to go up here and add some extra brightness. I'm going to leave that. This photocopier is making some noises. Okay, let's see what we have to demo with. We have here a plate with a picture of rainbow lorikeets. Really cute little birds they are. I really love rainbow lorikeets. They're so sweet, they're so cute and chatty. They chat so beautifully. Chatter, 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 chatter. I don't know how to make their sound. So I've got it in the A4 area. I'm going to try and put it in the middle of the A4 area as much as I can. So I'm just pushing it across like so. And this should be all right at 100%. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm thinking of making this into a movement piece to make it more interesting than just a still piece. But they're beautiful creatures, lorikeets, or rainbow lorikeets as they are actually called. Anyway, that's come up looking quite nice actually. Going to make it into a movement piece, so as I said. So I'm just going to remove the plate, and this will be redonated to charity once the lockdown is over and we don't have to have the shops, including op shops, closed. It's really hard to deal with this lockdown. It's really difficult, but I know we have to do it, folks. We have to accept this as a part of dealing with COVID-19, however unfun it is. And it is unfun, I agree. It really feels like the fun police have really arrived. Now that looks interesting, but it's not what I want. But I really wish that things could get better. I'm going to just try and work out how to do this. But yeah, it's really hard to deal with having your freedom taken away. It seems that way, but it's the only way we're going to bring this pandemic under control. I just wish more people would get vaccinated, like the AstraZeneca jab is easily available. I know it's had those side effects like, blood clots, but that's rare. You got to consider it's extremely rare, these blood clots. They're not common as you'd think they'd be. I'm just trying to think what I can do with this. I don't like... Maybe we could make it a still piece. I'm just wondering how big we're going to make it. 200. But basically, we've got to bring this pandemic under control. We've got to try our best to follow these unfun rules that we have to do, however much we hate it. But the most important thing is that the only way out of this pandemic is to get vaccinated. That's the only real solution. We can't keep locking down indefinitely like we have been. We just can't keep going at that. I must agree with that. But we have to follow the rules as much as we can so that we can get the show on the road, so to speak, so we can get over it, so we can eventually you're more likely to die of COVID than you are having the AstraZeneca jab. And you're probably more likely to die in a car accident or have problems with the contraceptive pill, you know. So you have to fucking weigh up the pros and the cons of things. Now that's the edge of the plate. I didn't want to have that. Wondering where we're going to make this. How are we going to make this? It's a plate, so it's not going to be easy to eliminate the edge. But basically, we have to somehow... We've got to get vaccinated, folks. That's my call to you all. So, you know, we've got to get this shit happening and looking good. We've got to get back into the swing of things and bring back all the good things about life. Once we get vaccinated, like parties and festivals and concerts and movies in the picture theatre, you know, we want all this shit to come back, you know. Even the fun police don't want to have to be the bearers of bad news, you know. Even, you know, they too want to be free, you know. They're just doing their job, even though we don't like it. We just have to accept, and we have to just get vaccinated as quickly as possible, as many people as possible, so that we can get out of this lockdown situation, so we can just get back to the good life once again. Because even people with lots of money can't buy freedom. You know, this freedom is priceless. And people are paying the price financially as well. So we need to fucking bring it all back by getting vaxxed. Anyway, that's come up looking interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.